I tried the Factor meal prep subscription service and here is my review. If you haven't heard of Factor, they're a convenient delivery service that gives you pre-made, nutritious meals to help you stick to a healthy meal plan. Their site describes, lead a healthier lifestyle with chef-prepared, dietitian-approved meals delivered every week that are ready to enjoy in minutes. Think HelloFresh, but pre-prepped and frozen. When I first heard of this company, they only sold their products in the US, and now they're available in Canada. I could not wait to try it out. One of my YouTuber friends, CC, tried these and did a review, so I knew what meals to try out and which to avoid. So how it works is you pick from a menu of dietitian-approved meals. Each option is tailored to a balanced lifestyle, and there's a new menu each week. They have gourmet chefs that take care of the meal prep and cooking, so your meals are ready to heat up and enjoy. There is no prep, no mess. Heat it up and enjoy a healthy, delicious meal. The website describes the meals as being free of hormones, raised without antibiotics, and contain no refined sugars. They use premium ingredients. Their team of culinary experts craft meals so mouthwatering that you won't believe they're healthy. Their registered dietitians work hard to ensure every meal is packed with science-backed nutritional quality. The sign-up process was easy. The site offered a $75 discount, which I took, obviously. All I had to do was choose my preference to have them show me the most relevant recipes first. Selecting one preference or the other doesn't limit your choices. You still see all the options, which I like, and they're labeled. You have a choice from Chef's Choice, which is a variety of balanced, chef-prepared meals with clean ingredients to fit any lifestyle. Calorie Smart option, which is perfectly portioned meals with 500 calories or less. There is a keto option featuring meals with 15 grams of net carbs or less. The Protein Plus option, which is great for someone trying to build muscle. These are meals with 30 grams of protein or more to support your active lifestyle. You then select the number of meals per week. There is 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, and 18 meals. I selected 8 meals. It's the most popular option. I selected the Protein Plus, which is 8 meals per week. The box price is $111.92 Canadian. The price per serving is $10.49 Canadian. With the discount, my shipping was free. I got the discount. So my first box total was $83.94. So I saved a whopping load of money. So I was very happy about that. I'm a very visual person, so browsing through the weekly menus had my mouth watering. You were able to skip a week, pause, or change your plan. At a first glance, I was impressed with the options. It wasn't just generic food like chicken and rice and broccoli. It was chicken marsala, Indian-style butter chicken, zucchini noodles, green-style lemon and rice. This menu was definitely ethnically inspired. I was automatically intrigued. Also, if you find that this week's menu doesn't really appeal to you, all you have to do is skip the week. Click each meal, includes the calories and nutritional information. It's all there. It has a description of the dish. All the ingredients and allergens are listed out so you can identify allergies at a quick glance. You can select what day you'd like your meals delivered. You can add special instructions for delivery, all that good stuff. My box arrived promptly on Monday morning. The box looked great. It's lined with this thick, recycled insulation material. There is ice packs lining the bottom to keep the food cold. I live in Canada and we have snow right now, so this wasn't a concern for me if I couldn't pick up my food right away. After the gym, I struggled with what I wanted to eat for dinner. This takes the thought out of it. My only complaint was deciding which dish to eat because they all sounded so exciting to me. So I decided to try the chicken pesto cavatappi with balsamic roasted green beans and grape tomatoes. You have the option to heat it up in the microwave or the oven. The microwave says 2 to 3 minutes. The oven says 10 to 15 minutes. I was starving, so I chose the microwave. I heated it up for 3 minutes and 30 seconds. My friend Cece in her review had said that she continuously had to keep heating up her food because some parts would still be frozen. I was worried about that, but then I saw it says you needed a high level microwave. So 3 minutes and 30 seconds, my food was hot and ready, thankfully, so I didn't experience that problem with this specific meal, but I did experience it later on. Okay, so I'm going to try the first one. So this is the chicken pesto cavatappi. So it's with balsamic roasted green beans and grape tomatoes, and it smells great. So I put it in the microwave for 3 minutes, 30 seconds. I'll put the nutritional information on the screen. Let's have a bite, because I'm stuck there. I like these noodle styles. It looks good, nice and creamy. Wow. Wanna try? Mm-hmm. Go try. It's actually really, really good. It's like it's good, eh? Mm-hmm. I enjoy it. Green beans? You wanna try green beans? With garlic. I never used to like green beans because it tastes like hair. But this one doesn't seem to have that. It's okay. I really like this pasta. This is something that I would make. So a couple of notes, all the packages look the same. They have the same white cardboard sleeve, and the only way you can tell the difference between them is by reading the title on the side of the box or by opening them. Okay, so I thought I would try the honey mustard chicken, but this came frozen and there's no instructions to defrost it. And it's a plastic container, so I don't know what to do. See, if I knew, I would have taken this out to defrost, but I guess I'll just put it in the microwave for like a couple seconds. The sauce looks really good. Let's see. There is 44 grams of protein in the meal that I had chose for the first one, which is 2 scoops of protein powder. That is amazing. This was absolutely delicious. I even had my mom and brother try it. It smelled so good. The pasta sauce was so creamy and delicious. For pasta sauce and chicken that was frozen, this tasted delicious. It didn't even taste like mock chicken. This was a legit chicken breast that was frozen. This tasted like a meal I would cook personally, and I could eat a huge plate of that pasta. That's how good it was. I gave this a 9.5 out of 10. I love the pasta. I know that portions are going to be a little bit different for everyone. I kind of wish there was a little bit more chicken because I only got about 3 to 4 small pieces. I did not like green beans. I do not like them, okay? That's why I took off the 0.5, but I actually get really bloated with garlic, and I didn't realize it was seasoned with garlic, so I had to give those to my mom. But other than that, excellent meal. Okay, it is 6:48. I'm hungry. I literally came from the gym. I've been driving around. Like, okay, so let's try this. It's the honey mustard chicken with roasted rosemary potatoes and garlic green beans. Now, I realized yesterday that I do not like green beans, and I knew that, and I still ate it, and there was garlic in it. This is my fault, but it made me bloated. That's my fault. Let's try this out. Oh my god. Okay. Maybe because I'm hungry, but let's try these potatoes. So tiny. So tiny. Look at this. Okay, so now I want to get into the review part of it. So I actually want to go ahead and say, spoiler alert, that I actually loved Factor so much that I actually continued the subscription for about 4 more weeks after this review. I originally just ordered it to try and see what the hype was about, and honestly, it made my life so much easier. I'm used to meal prepping. I go to the gym very frequently, 4 to 5 times a week. I like to eat healthy, high protein meals, so that was a big factor for me. And I also wanted to make sure that I could eat my vegetables and have them taste delicious and not boring. The fact that these meals come pre-prepared, they are frozen, but you can also keep them in the fridge, was a huge thing for me. I didn't have to worry about cutting up fresh veggies or making sure I eat it before it goes bad. I knew it was in the fridge, so if I needed a meal for that day, I would just take it out, let it defrost, and heat it up. Now, the one thing I will say I had an issue with was the heating up portion. So a lot of the times I would get a chicken breast. Now, I do want to comment, these chicken breasts were freaking huge, and I love the portion size, but because they were so big, it took a lot of time to actually cook through. So I would put it in the microwave for about 3 minutes, 30 seconds. On the outside, it felt like the food was hot, but then when you would cut open, and you could see that it was obviously still frozen on the inside. So what I ended up doing was putting it into the microwave for 3 minutes, 30 seconds. I would cut it in half, see if it was still frozen, and if it was, I would put it in for a couple more minutes. From the instructions, if it says to heat it up for a certain amount of time, you would expect that. But I mean, this typically happens with frozen food. They do give you a range, but I personally felt if you heated it up for about 4 to 5 minutes, I think that would have been ideal. As I went through the meals, I noticed, of course, that the heating became a problem. So I would take the meals out of the freezer, I would put it into the fridge, so I knew that it would be slightly defrosted, so I wouldn't have to put it into the microwave for a lot more time. I noticed that the meals, some of them came with sauces, and they would be in a plastic container, and I wasn't sure how to heat that up because there was no instructions. Clearly, you don't want to put plastic in the microwave, so what I would end up doing was kind of experimenting. Sometimes if it was completely frozen, I would put it in the microwave for just about a couple seconds, just let it slide out of the packaging and just put it on top of the meat and let that defrost. Not everyone would know that you can't put this plastic in the microwave, I'm assuming. So the meals were really good, honestly. Majority of them I liked. Some of them was just a miss for me. A lot of the ones I didn't like were like the barbecue pork sloppy joe or like the turkey ground beef bowls. Like for some reason that just did not hit for me. I don't know, it just kind of looked like dog food. Honestly, I just didn't like it. A lot of the veggies ended up being soggy sometimes because I had to put the food in the microwave for a little bit longer. A lot of the vegetables often burnt or like kind of got crispy, which I didn't mind. So all in all, I really loved the menu. I felt like the selection was just so ethnically inspired. There's dishes from like all over the world, and they definitely tried to make things a lot less boring. Now, the reason I like this is because the ingredients in all of these, if I were to go grocery shopping and try to prepare these meals, I would have a bunch of fresh produce that would most likely go bad. So the fact that I get to have various meals throughout the week is just great. Each meal had high protein, so that just made me feel so much better, especially after I was going home from the gym and I needed to eat. I knew I was eating something healthy. I really enjoyed going through the weekly menus like each and every week. I thought that was great, and I wish there was an option to kind of like flag meals that you don't like so you can get other options, but I mean, common sense, you could just not pick it. It usually lets you pick up to about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks ahead. If you don't select your meals, it pre-selects it for you, so it's kind of like that HelloFresh type vibe. So if I go to, like, for example, January 8th, the week of January 8th, it is pre-selected for me, so I need to go in, edit my meals, and change it to what I would like. So for example, if you forget to pick your meals, you can just get like some random meals, and you might not like that. I had an email from Factor, and it was the night after I received my first delivery. I had already eaten a meal, and I just remember looking at the Parmesan pesto chicken and being like, oh, I really want to eat this, but I'm gonna wait. Thank God I waited, because I got the email that evening and it was them saying that there was a recall because there was undercooked chicken in the Parmesan pesto chicken. So I was like, okay, well, thank God I didn't eat it. So the next day I opened it up. It was a full raw chicken. It was a raw chicken with sauce on top. So I'm just confused, because if this says it's a chef prepared meal, I'm pretty sure a chef knows raw chicken when he sees it. Like, this literally had not even touched a stove. It had not touched an oven. And then they packaged that up and shipped it to me. They handled it pretty well. They gave me a refund. So I have been using Factor for about 4 weeks now, and this has just made my meal prep journey a lot easier. I know I'm having a high protein meal. I'm eating vegetables. I feel like I'm getting nutritious meals in. It comes up to about $100 per week. And to me, this made sense because that's how much I'm spending on my groceries per week. I don't think I'm going to stop meal prepping. It's just this has given me a nice break, especially working full time. I don't have to worry about, oh my God, I didn't prep my meals this week, blah, blah, blah. So this is just a nice little option. I can also pause my subscription if I wanted to, take a little break. So Factor, honestly, I really would recommend this. I've already given my friends coupons for like free boxes and stuff like that. Let me know if you've tried Factor out before or you're thinking about it. Do you have any experiences with them? Good, bad, anything? Leave it down below. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.